You're listening to Una Peteke.
And of course, in the background now, playing Ishmael with Gimme Gimme. He was here last week, of course. And before that, I gave you Swang with Rolene featuring Nadia Nakai. 28 minutes after 10 o'clock, still hanging out on the morning drift with Unalina Barata Peteke on Twitter at Una_Peteke. And of course, we are at BMH Radio. We live www.bmhradio.co.za. Still hanging out with Kamo Moth. So here's my thing. You've tried out a lot of things, and I'm really going to try to cover everything that you do. You know, Voov first.
Okay. Let's talk
How
about
did you get into that?
So how I got into Voov is I used to work, am I allowed to say other stations?
Yeah.
So I used to work at 1873 FM, and I used to do a show called The Catch Up, which was your go-to for all things entertainment with a dash of spice. And I used to stream that on my Instagram. So I don't know if you know Ultimate Lale.
Yes.
He then used to watch it with the likes of Bo DJ Switch and everyone. It was really popping because people
Yeah.
and Lale was like, yo, don't you want to join Voov? Yeah, and I rejected the offer. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not an influencer, no. And then I quit the job, the 1873.
Yeah.
2 days later, a guy called Chris Kazadi.
Oh, yeah, I know
Click
Chris
Media
Kazadi, yeah.
hit me up like, yo, can you please? So because he was my boy and I needed the money because I didn't have 1873,
Yeah.
I jumped onto Voov. And then, you know, within months, Voov became a channel.
Yeah.
And I was one of the new faces. And to have them recognize me as a potential presenter alongside La Suzo was great.
Yeah.
So they auditioned a couple of people and they didn't find what they were looking for. So they called me last minute. Yes, I was a last minute person.
Yeah.
You know, and then I killed it and I nailed it and I got the show. And that's how I got onto Voov. And it opened so many doors in terms of like TV.
Yeah.
You know, because already the radio space, I was already like, you know, your favorite dad. And that's how I got onto Voov. And then eventually I got a different show by myself called Voov Talent, which was basically just like our version of like America's Got Talent.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember you on Voov Scoop.
Yes.
Yes.
With the scoop.
With the scoop, yeah.
Yes. Voov Talent was very short-lived. There were a couple of technical problems with that specific show. So unfortunately, I was left without a show.
Yeah.
Because we had to cut that show and I wasn't on Voov Scoop.
Yeah.
For reasons that I will not mention. And then I left the channel and I went home. And the day that I arrived home, I think it was the 8th of June.
Yeah.
After I had quit at Voov, I got a phone call from Massive Metro.
Wow.
So everything is just like connected.
Yeah.
And I understand when people say the grace of God, you know. So then Massive Metro hit me up and they were like, listen, we want you to co-host for a June 16 special edition vibe thing.
Yeah.
We're getting all these young Thundercats who we think have potential to co-host with Zboo. I did that show, enjoyed it so much, but there's a video he posted which caused a huge frenzy.
Okay.
So you have the scoop on this. No one knows this. So the video he posted alluded to that I was the co-host forever. So people lost their minds.
Yes.
And Twitter was going crazy. Congratulations. You know, Buddha Vetu. You know, we wouldn't want a better co-host. And it flew
That's
away
amazing.
with me. And I said, I'm going to milk this cash cow. So I went to Massive Metro and I said, hey, I want a job. They weren't clicking, obviously. Then I said, okay, I'll intern. And I don't want your money.
Wow.
Okay. And that's how I ended up on Massive Metro. And at first they thought, this girl, she can't be serious. She's gonna come here every day. I went there every day, every single day. I went there until they said, okay, you can be part of our interns.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I wanted to do was to shadow Uzbu because he's fantastic.
He
you know, and I
is,
wanted him to mentor me. But I ended up being given 2 roles. You know, first role was to be the producer.
That's
of the
amazing,
show.
though,
So
yeah.
I assist.
Yeah.
The actual producer. So I'm the assistant of content producing. So to put it, and then as time went by, Zbu was like, "Oh, so what kazanya?"
Yeah.
And then I got the entertainment
Yeah.
segment
Wow,
at the
that's
bottom of every
amazing.
hour.
Yeah.
So that's where I fit in at Massive Metro.
All right.
And then
the other stuff.
Now and then all the other stuff.
One thing I want to know is for someone who's been working so hard to get what you want, and you still are moving, because I do watch you, you know, I follow you, so I do.
Even though you didn't want to have
you
me on
know,
your show.
ish, you know, yes, sis.
That makes sense.
But the thing is, for someone that's working so hard, it's 2018 right now, Kamone, and people are getting gigs because of a number of following they have on social media. What's your take on that?
Hey.
How
Can't ask me
to
these
ring?
things. Okay. First of all, I think it's absolute crap, you know, because I've worked with people on set that have a following, but no talent.
Yo.
And I will say this with I'll stand on top of a roof and say it because I've had executive producers and all sorts of guests say, you know, damn girl, you bodied that host that you're worth.
Exactly.
And at the same time, the channel will then still treat that person better than me based on numbers. You know what I mean? So I think it's bull. I think we need to go back to giving honor and honor.
I love the accent.
You know, credit where the credit is due.
Yeah.
And part of that is realizing that talent is talent, and let's treat talent as such. Numbers, when it comes to like entertainment, yes, maybe they mean something when it comes to reach, you know, but how am I doing it with only 5K people? Surely that should mean something. I only have 5K people.
Let me tell you,
I know girls with like 50K, and I'm like,
let
what?
me tell you something.
And I know celebrities with that as
mean
well.
nothing. Like interactions with the people that you have, you know, that literally gets you the meeting in that boardroom. You understand? So yeah. Also, what I want to know is for someone who's on the come up, I feel like you're one of those people should actually look out for this year, you know, next year.
This year, babe.
You know?
This year. Right?
Who do you think we should look out for in the industry that you're in?
The industry that I'm in.
Yes.
Girl, I mean both in the industry,
in the entertainment
like just radio or entertainment
it
in
can
general.
Be entertainment in general.
Whew. Yo, there's so many. There are so many on like, can I have a top 3?
Okay, definitely.
Okay, I'm gonna do a top 3. First and foremost, I think you're a fantastic radio personality.
Thank you so much.
I put you up there on your YFMs, you know, and slowly moving into your 94.7s because that's where I see your brand.
Wow, thank you so much.
And then another person that I would say is a very good friend of mine, Angie Santana.
Oh, yes.
Angie's music, listen, it's out of this world.
Let me tell you what I love about the two people you've mentioned already.
Yeah.
Both Mathtown girls.
Oh,
okay.
Can I add on to that? My dad stays in Mathtown.
Okay.
And then, you know, the third person, I'm sorry, it's going to have to be me.
Yes.
You know, I've worked really, really hard and I've sacrificed
have.
a lot to get to where I am right now. And did you notice something? We're all female. I'm all about like females. I'm female first. Before anything else, I always tell Angie this, that I'm first a woman, then I'm black. Because women have always suffered from like a lot of like systematic disadvantages, irrespective of their race, you know. So I rep the woman first and then I rep the black person.
Wow.
So those are my 3 to watch out for people in the industry. Yeah.
Listen, that is such a mouthful, you know. So we're gonna like go back to some music a bit, but I want to know from Kamo Moth a bit later. Since we're speaking about women, does she think that we're given a fair chance in the entertainment industry?
Holy fire, holy wa- Get down.
And of course, in the background now, playing Leg Beg Bay with Mr. Real. Before that, I gave you Soko with Starboy. And 43 minutes after 10 o'clock, still hanging out with Kamo Moth, still on the morning drift. So earlier on, you were talking about how you always vouch for women first and then black people or black women in general.
And people sometimes have me. They feel like I should be black first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm female first.
Female first. One thing I want to know from you, do you think that women are given a fair chance in the entertainment industry?
Okay. I think women are given a fair chance, but I don't feel that they are treated with respect when given that chance. I feel like there's a sexual condition to our chances, whereas for a man, there is no sexual condition.
That is
you know?
so true.
So yes, the chance is there, but the conditions attached to the chance are ridiculous, you know. I don't ever, and it's happened to me, And it's Farrah Fortune was on our show the other day, and she said even with her walking into a boardroom, there's always that underlying thing of, if I don't sleep for the job, I'm not getting the job.
Yep.
Men are not treated the same way. You know what I mean? It's just based on their talent or whatever resource that they have. So I think it's I hate the fact that women are objectified, because it takes a lot of it makes me feel disrespected. You know what I mean? It makes me feel cheap.
Yep.
Because I also start thinking, what is it about me? Is it the way that I'm dressed? Is it the way that I carry myself that alludes to the fact that you are allowed to come at me like that? So I do think that there is no respect for women in the industry.
Yep.
Not only do you not respect us as individuals, you also don't respect my craft. And if you don't respect my craft, that means you don't believe in my craft.
That is so true. Wow. Gender-based industry, basically. So, yeah. One thing also, now, news-ish, MTV base. What's happening? That's your new baby now.
A lot is happening.
A lot is
that
clearly
I can't
happening.
say on air,
Okay.
you know. But this is how I'm going to answer you with this one. And how I've practiced this for a very long time.
Okay.
So here's the thing about when you apply yourself with intent. In everything that you do, you always have to be intentful, you know. Otherwise, all you're doing is breathing for nothing. Like,
Yep.
energy, man. Like, why it's about
Aitamai.
So if you move in intent with your post, with your surroundings, with whatever you have to do, it always needs to be intentional. Then you'll see the universe respond with intent. Wow. Right? And I would like to believe that I've been operating with intent, and specific doors are starting to open with intent, you know. Yes, MTV hit me up. You've seen me on 2 episodes.
Yep.
Maybe you're going to see me on more. I'm not under the obligation to say. And I've also gotten other offers from other channels to do stuff like voiceovers, because I was on that show.
Yeah.
And they maybe liked my voice. And it all has to do with intent. Apply yourself with reason, for cause, and then watch how the universe responds to you.
Yeah.
I hope I'm answering you.
Let me add a bit of spice, Nyana.
Okay.
Do we see you entering the VJ search, or are you already a VJ? Are you already a VJ?
I intended on entering the VJ search. I think you saw I had posted that I will post, and then I never posted the video, right? Now, the reason I never posted the video is because I went and I read the terms and conditions, and it said that the age restriction was 18 to 25. Now, I'm 27.
I'm 20. Yeah. It's late for me
so
also.
I thought, I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Right? And the week that I was going to do it anyways, the same week, I got hit up. So make what you want of it.
Yeah. Any tips with regards to entering any presenter search, because you've had your own fair share of being in front of the screen. So anything with what would you
think?
Yeah. I feel like you have, you know, and people see a lot in you, and I believe now that people believe in you, Kamo, you should also believe in yourself clearly.
I think I still have a lot of ground to cover, man. Yeah.
But from your little knowledge.
Yes. Let's call it that.
Yeah, little knowledge rather. What maybe 3 tips or criteria would you say you'd give someone when they go into entering maybe any presenting search?
Okay, so first and foremost, when you watch these things, you're like, wow, they're good. I mean, I find myself and I'm like, oh, this girl, she good. She probably gonna get it. I ain't even entering no more. So there's a lot of good people out there. There's also a lot of beautiful people that will look good for TV, right? But I always say you need to know what your USP is, you know, because that's what I was taught. Your unique selling point. What about Kamo Moth? Lacks in honor or lacks in bonang. I had to take it there because you know the next beat. So you know, or lacks in a mini dlamini. You know, so you need to find what it is about you that makes you different. And for me, I found that, you know, just being extra. Everyone is extra, but there's something to my extra that's just like. I know, I was there too. So, you know, it was being extra and being frank. I'm very open, and I shoot straight from the hip. So for you, if that is being the cute girl from next door, own that and sell it, and just that, you know. And then secondly, like, guys, confidence is key.
That is so
no
true.
one is ever gonna pamper you or hype you, you know. You got to learn to do it by yourself, for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I was lucky enough to have my dad be my biggest hype man.
Aww.
So I just take all that, and that's what keeps me going, you know. And since I've moved away from home, I've had to learn that, and it's been difficult. That's what I'm saying. You need to learn to hype yourself up for yourself and by yourself without any externals.
That is so true.
Lastly, practice makes perfect.
Yep.
You know, the more you do something, the more you become it. In the same way as they say, like birds of the same feather flock together. How do
Yeah.
It's the same with your craft. If you keep doing your craft, you become better at it.
That is so true.
So yeah.
Wow. Are we listening?
Yes.
Are we listening?
Most
Also,
definitely.
I want to know, because we're almost running out of time, 3 things floating in Kamo Moth's mind right now that will definitely be a reality by 2020. That's just now.
Okay.
These are things we'll be seeing as fans and supporters of Kamo Moth.
Kamo Moth's talk show.
You.
And with that, I want it to encompass basically a funny element of Ellen DeGeneres,
Yes.
spiciness of Wendy Williams, and the seriousness of Oprah Winfrey.
Yes.
So all those elements in my talk show, right? I also would like to be making movies, not in SA, but on an international level. And please don't get me wrong. I want to be as big as a Charlize. But ke batla ho dula mona. I don't want to make so I want them to hit me up and be like, we're shooting Titanic, and I'll be like, okay, just book me up in New York. That's where I'll be staying for the remainder or duration of the thing. But I'm always going to be based home. You know, I don't want to make the switch to
amazing.
whatever. And then third, a family. I wanted to make it about money. I wanted to, I wanted to say I want to have my own mag one day, because I'm very, very like a Grazia type of vibe.
Wow.
But I'm going to go with family, because you can have all this stuff around you, and if you have no one to share it with, it's just that. It's just noise. It's just noise. Like this silver thing is just noise. you know?
Yeah.
So I think a family, I'd like to have a husband that I look at in awe. And I also want him to look at me in awe, and maybe a baby.
Aww.
Maybe.
So, have you found someone? Because you were on that other show, I guess.
Yes, I was on Take Me Out, and I picked the most ridiculous person. And I'm saying this because I was short. I was taller than him, right?
Yeah.
And older. And I remember everyone was like, what? But let me also scoop for you.
Yeah.
So the reason I did this is that my feet were killing me, and I couldn't stand any longer, right? So I said to Joe, whoever's coming out that door
Gatsama.
next, right? And also, because there were so many beautiful women on the platform that had like airtime to talk, because you never really heard me talk. You just always saw me pulling faces.
Yep.
I was like meme of the year. So I said, how am I going to, it's the last episode. I'm going to pick whoever. This is a gamble. So if he's ugly, that's going to be already a big hoo-ha for people. Also, people don't know that I'm actually packing heat behind this platform.
All right.
So when I walk out, they're going to be like, big booty Judy. So that's really what I was like. I'm exiting with a bang, and that's exactly what happened. So no, I am single.
Yeah.
I'm not looking, unfortunately.
Sure.
Because I've decided to dedicate the next 5 years into my career.
That's
and I'm on year
amazing.
2, and I will not do anything. Anything that has to do with an eggplant.
Yeah.
We can be friends, but I've had obviously, crushes, but I know what I'm set on. And that is
Wow.
Kamo Moth. So these next coming 3 years, I'm still going to be single.
Wow. So, but if it comes just at you and you're
If
willing
it comes,
to...
he needs to understand. And if it was meant for me, he will understand.
Wow.
Then he must chareza with me. He must go to auditions with me. We'll be best friends. It's like courtship.
Yeah.
If he's meant to be, he'll endure that process.
Wow. Listen here. Thank you so much for coming through.
I don't want to.
Guys, on social media, she's at Kamo_Moth. You can catch her on DJ's Boo Breakfast Show, Massive
Yes.
Metro, 5 a.m. till 9 a.m. Where else can they catch you?
Also, you can catch me occasionally replacing your usual suspects on News-ish.
Yeah.
You can also catch me on Shelton Forbes' YouTube channel doing the podcast, which is called Cultured Uncut, where we basically it's almost like newish, only it's uncut, okay? Because TV, YouTube Risa to the top. So that's where you can
Exactly.
basically catch me for now. Yeah.
And people know you like that, Vele. I feel like people will always know you as the scoop girl.
Yeah.
the spicy one.
Why
But I
not?
feel like with the talk show that you want to bring, we're going to
Yes.
learn more that
Yes.
you can also be, a serious person. You can be more of a positive energy like Ellen, like you say, So I'm wishing you all the best. I definitely know you will blow up. You're already there.
I receive.
You are already there. Go shut the fella bikinyana. Gore o kry that one thing that you want.
Thank you so much. And
Ma-
all the best for your journey, your next journey. And that ka-ching. But yeah. Thank you so much to all the listeners also for tuning in.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, yo, big bro, you messing with that?
You're listening to Una Peteke.